Hey guys, it's Hannah here, and today I have my 1 month progress or first update on my full face project pan for 2018. I've used quite a few of these products. Well, I've used these products a lot, so let's get into the progress I have. The first thing, and I can't mark the packaging on this because the way that I set it up, the product sits at the bottom. So if I try and squeeze it to get down to a mark, it doesn't work. But this is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, and I can tell you right now there is not much left in this product. Like, hear all that air? It is really getting down to the bottom, and I can tell because when I'm trying to get the product out, less is coming out. So I think this will be finished within the next month, in which case I will be rotating in another primer. I know I said in my intro I wasn't too sure if I was going to rotate in primers, but sorry, I'm going to rotate in, I'll just let you know what I plan to rotate in. The Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is the pore minimizing, so I currently use this in conjunction with that primer anyway, but yes, that'll be what I rotate in rather than an all over face primer, just a pore minimizing primer. For foundation, another thing that won't be hanging around too much longer, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. As you can see, I started off here and now I am down to this mark here. I have maybe a week's worth of everyday use. I haven't been using this every day because even though it's been really hot, I actually haven't been wearing makeup all that often. I even don't have it on today. But this one, I've really only been wearing it when I need that long-lasting, all-day makeup. I have had a couple of really long shifts, which is when I usually use this. But I've been really liking the combination I have in my January makeup basket, so stay tuned for that recap. But this definitely won't take too long to finish up. And when I do, I'm going to be throwing in my Cover FX Custom Cover Drops as my next foundation to use up. Then I have my corrector and concealer. I've seen really good progress on these as well. The first is the Bobbi Brown corrector in Extra Light Peach. Now, when I started this project, I had a little bit of pan on this, but as you can see, I've nearly cleared out this whole side here. It's just stuck around the ring. And then, I don't know if you can see, but I only have a little bit of product left on this side as well. So I say it'll maybe take 1 to 2 months to finish this one up, which is good because if you saw my Beautylish Lucky Bag, I got another corrector. So I now have 2 correctors. The whole point of putting this in here was to only have 1 corrector. But now I've gotten a second one. So I'm really excited to play with those 2 correctors now. But this one's nearly done. And then the other concealer, which I was really, really wondering if I was even going to hit pan on this product in this project, let alone finish it up. But I've hit a significant amount of pan in this. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in 1C Light Cool. I have hit significant pan in this. I've been using this, and this is why I haven't been using the Double Wear all that often, because I find I can get more use out of this when I use the other foundation combination I'm using, which is a bit lighter. It's not that light. It's a medium coverage, but it gives me a reason to go and spot conceal my face because my skin's been doing really good at the moment. So I kind of have been using this just around my nose, in my forehead, and on my chin. So as I was saying before my camera died, sorry if there's a little bit of change in kind of where I am placed. I can't use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer when I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation because it gets too thick and cakey. But I'm really glad with the progress I have on that. Another thing I'm super excited about the progress on is my powder. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amiazoning Clay Finishing Powder. This is where I was up to at my intro, and this is where I'm up to now. And I think I can definitely finish this off in the next month. If you guys can see, I've kind of worked through the thicker part of the product, so it does kind of dip in. So there's actually less product in this bottom part. So I think I can definitely finish this up in the next month. If I do, I'll move on to my Makeup Forever Smooth Ultra HD powder, but we'll see how I go. So super excited with the progress on this one. Another thing that I'm super excited about, I hit the tiniest speck of pan in my Hoola bronzer this morning as I was applying it. After my debacle with the Physicians, it wasn't a debacle. It took me like all year to get even pan in my Physicians Formula bronzer, so I was freaking out even at a sample of this. This was going to take me forever. But I have the tiniest speck of pan. I don't know if you can see it, but I can, and that's all that matters. So I'm so excited to have got some pan showing on this, and hopefully this will go pretty quickly now that it's got some pan on it. Obviously it is the middle of summer at the moment, so I am bronzing at my highest kind of ratio at the moment. So it's really the best time to see some progress on that. Next is my NARS blush in Deep Throat. Now I haven't hit pan on this. I have been using it every day, but I use a lot less blush than I use a bronzer. But I don't know if you can see, I'm really getting a dip going on this bottom corner down here. I've been using my Wayne Goss number 11 brush, and the way I press it in, it picks up most of the product at that top bit there. For a bit more, right? But I can see it kind of going down at that section. So we'll see how I go with that in the next month. Another thing, I love the way that I use this product. This is the Cover FX Click Stick in Bubbly. I have very little product left in this, which I'm super excited about. I use this underneath my foundation, kind of around the C of my eye, to give it a little bit more of a healthy glow to the skin, because I wear very matte foundations, a lot of powder, particularly in summer. So this still catches the light as I move my head, but it doesn't make me oily. And it's not as blingy highlight as the highlight I wear on my face. So if we look at the progress marks on that one, this is where I was at when I began, and this is where I'm at now. So I could definitely finish off that last bit in this next month, I think. Next we have my Anastasia Brow Definer. Now again, this one just takes a long time to see progress on, I think. Well, no, I see progress every month, but it's just, I feel like I go through it faster than I actually do. So if we look at the paper here, this is where I was at last time, and this is where I'm at now. So I say there's probably about 2 more months of use in that pencil, which is crazy because I thought I could finish it up by the end of last year. That wasn't going to happen, but it's really good. You get a lot of use out of that Anastasia Brow Definer, which is pretty awesome. Then we have something I'm super excited to see progress on, my Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks. This first one is in copper, and it's the one that has the most progress on it. I was using this all over the lid for quite a bit of the month until I got down to this bit, and now I'm just using it on the inner corner because I've been using the other 2 colours I have in here. This won't take me long to use up. It will definitely be finished in the next month. If you look at this one here, where I was at last time to where I am now, there is a lot of progress. The next colour is Amethyst. I've seen not as much progress on Amethyst, which is this one here, and then this bottom one here is Moonlight, which is the one I did struggle with the most to begin with. It was the one that had the most product to begin with, but I found a really good way of using that colour with my L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows that are in my project progress for this first quarter. So I'm really liking that combination, so I'm really getting through the Moonlight colour as well. Super excited about the progress on those. Next we have mascara and liner, and these guys have both hit their 3-month mark, so it's time to say goodbye to them and throw them away. This is the L'Oreal Lash Princess Volume Mascara and the L'Oreal Infallible 12-Hour Super Slim Eyeliner. I really enjoyed both of these products, but I'm very particular with my eyes. I have extremely sensitive eyes, so once something hits the 3-month mark, I'm definitely one to throw them out. So those are both going to go, and then for the rotating in products, I'm going to go with the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara in the purple tube and a mini Kat Von D liner in Trooper. So that is that. Next we have the two big ones, my Lorac Pro and Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I use these palettes on a pretty daily basis when I go to work. These are the two palettes I use with my L'Oreal Infallibles. So there isn't much progress on the shimmer shadows in these, but you can see the big dip I have in this colour here in the Chocolate Bar palette. I'm pretty sure this is hot chocolate. There is a really big dip going in this one, and then I use this one, which I'm pretty sure is semi-sweet. All through the crease. Now, it's really hard for me to see progress on crease shades, and you'll see it in the Lorac palette as well, because I use such a fluffy brush that I really just go back and forth through the whole pan. Whereas colours like this that I use like to define the crease rather than as a transition, I use much more of a detailed brush. There's much more of an indent in them. Another one I've got to dip in is white chocolate here. I use that to dust away any fallout under the eyes and if I'm baking. So those are the three colours I'm mostly focused on in the Lorac Pro, the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And for the Lorac Pro, again, bigger dips in Sable and Espresso, again, because I use them with more detailed brush. But I've also been using Mauve and Taupe through the transition, and I have a little bit more progress on light bronze and cream and white as well. I'm so close to hitting pan on light bronze. I feel like if I swatched it, I would hit pan. No, not quite. It's a gorgeous colour. I think because I've been using my L'Oreal Infallibles, I obviously haven't been using the shimmers from this palette. And if I haven't been using my L'Oreal Infallibles, I've been using the other palettes that are in my monthly makeup basket. So, which is what I'm on my eyes today. So that's that. I've mostly seen progress on my matte shades there, but we'll keep going. Palettes, you're just going to take some time to see progress on. Finally, we have lips, and the first is the lip liner from NARS in El Agua. I really like this lip liner, but it is so cool, and the lip products I have at the moment are also really cool toned. So I've been doing kind of warmer eyes with the colours I have. So a super cool lip hasn't worked. So what I've been doing is I've been lining my lips rather than completely filling them in like I normally would. And then alternating with a slightly warmer colour and a slightly cooler colour on my lips. Today I've gone pretty cool because I have cool eyes. But this is the progress on the NARS. I started here and now I am down to here. It'll definitely take me a little bit more time to get through the NARS lip liner, but it will definitely happen. And then my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, I use mostly as a lip, like to add some fullness to the center of the lip. Definitely still have a long way to go with this one, but I have flattened it down this way. I've realized that when I'm marking my lipsticks, it doesn't look like I've used them that much because I use them on the angle, so I've decided I'm going to use them flat down to try and flatten them out properly because the progress doesn't look as good. But I have made some progress on the Charlotte Tilbury because I did start this project before I started my project progress. So I was getting some use out of that beforehand. So that is the progress on the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick there. Last we have my MAC lip gloss in cream sheen gloss, sorry, in Nutty and Naughty. I popped it in some warm water, and this is my mark on that. This was completely full when I started, well, not completely full when I started this project, but not enough that you could see progress. I definitely haven't been focusing on this month because I do have a lip gloss in my project progress I'm trying to go through first, which has more progress on it. So that is my lip gloss in this project. So that is it for today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you guys liked it. Comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see, and click subscribe to stay tuned for more. I'm doing my monthly makeup basket recap and February intro. My project progress update number 1. January empties. That's probably up by now though. So many videos coming your way, so stay tuned and I'll see you then. Bye guys.